soon be entering ZDR's atmosphere.
The bounty for this mission does not seem appropriate. The risk clearly outweighs the reward. Treat our lost assets with care, lady.
Entering the atmosphere in T-10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That elevator leads to the depths of an underground facility. Signal quality is likely to be low. Remote communication remains using Cloak. Try to connect to the facility's network when you reach the bottom. That way, maintaining contact. Any objections, lady?
Uploading data.
So, you've accessed a network station. Well done, Samus. I have reviewed your vital signs and video log from the data you uploaded. I've run a full analysis, but I cannot account for why you lost consciousness. My readings indicate dramatic physical changes in you. Whatever caused these changes seems to have stripped you of most abilities. You might call it physical amnesia. That brings me to your assailant. I am checking the Federation database against your video log. It appears to have been a Chozo. The attacker's identity is not yet clear. I have determined that you are somewhere within the depths of ZDR. Your top priority should be to return to your ship on the surface. This situation is precarious. Trust your instincts as you navigate upward. This planet appears to consist of multiple areas, shuttles, elevators, and other modes Check it for yourself. You may encounter pockets of low temperature. Your Metroid DNA renders you vulnerable to such environments. Spending time in cold areas will be harmful to you. There are many such cold areas scattered underground. Do not enter them with your basic power suit. One final thing. Underground interference is preventing radio transmissions. Check in with me at any network stations you find.
Uploading data.
Both EMMI you encountered were clearly trying to capture you. They may have been hacked. If so, it's reasonable to assume all EMMI will be hostile. EMMI send out a pulse to detect vibrations in the air within a certain range. Essentially, they can hear you. Upon detecting vibrations, an EMMI enters surveillance mode to track their source. Stay out of its line of sight when this happens. Otherwise, the danger to you increases dramatically. An EMMI that has seen you will begin pursuit. Part of the pursuit protocol is to seal the EMMI's own exits. You will be trapped inside. To survive, you must leave its range of pursuit. Evade the EMMI and it will disengage. This will also unseal the exits. An EMMI never leaves its assigned zone. Their control system must permit them to operate only within that range. I estimate a 99% probability of death if an EMMI captures you. There may be a very small opportunity to escape, but exploiting this window will be virtually impossible. The EMMI are immune to your current weapons. You lack the unique energy used to defeat the first EMMI. Your only option now is to evade capture and find an exit. Your highest priority in an EMMI zone should be simply to survive.
Uploading data.
There was no record of your assailant in the Federation database. However, there are records of the Chozo warrior tribe. There is a strong possibility the two are connected. You have seen the warrior tribe's architecture and artifacts on this planet. I conclude that this was one of their settlements. But why would someone lead you here and send the EMMI after you? The footage of the X-parasite may have been staged to lure you in. The situation remains unclear, but your priority hasn't changed. You must return to the ship. You have activated the magma supply system that has restored power to the closed thermal doors. Seek them out to proceed. Continue to search for the unique energy you employed against the first EMMI. It is the only way you can confront them. Unfortunately, this energy is limited. You may have noticed it dissipating after an EMMI is destroyed. There are 6 remaining EMMI hunting you. You have no means to confront them. Remember that.
Uploading data.
CPR appears to be powered by thermal energy. Magma is pumped from the planet's interior and routed from there. I have located the central routing system for the magma. It is here in Cataris. Samus, your current suit cannot protect you as you explore Cataris. The extreme heat of the lava is too much for it. Under no circumstances should you enter high temperature areas. I know the shuttle somewhere above here. Use it to find a path forward. There is one other thing to discuss. It is your new Phantom Cloak ability. The Phantom Cloak prevents the EMMI from detecting you. Thus far, your only option was to run. Now, bypassing them is also an option. Use this to reach your objective. Note that using the Phantom Cloak severely decreases your mobility, and direct contact with an EMMI will still result in capture. It is up to you whether to hold your position. Just be aware of your surroundings. The Phantom Cloak is useless. Once an EMMI sees you, you will need to evade capture until it gives up pursuit. The Phantom Cloak can remain active after your aim has been depleted. It will consume your life energy instead. Consider it a desperate measure. Remember, it cannot drain your energy down to nothing. Judicious use of this technique will improve your probability of survival.
Uploading data.
EMMI stands for Extraplanetary Multiform Mobile Identifier. It can procedurally modify and enhance its own capabilities. Its ability to configure itself to fit into narrow spaces is a standard feature. Any EMMI you encounter will likely do so as it pursues you. You are not capable of destroying their armor plating. This would be true even at your full capabilities. You are faced with overwhelming power. Accept your helplessness. Study each EMMI carefully, and use the Phantom Cloak to advance. There are risks even here. The Phantom Cloak reduces your mobility and consumes more EMMI when you move or shoot. It is still your best chance at survival. Do not hesitate to destroy an EMMI whenever you discover more you need energy. This was not one of your original priorities. However, I see no other way to accomplish your goal. These existential threats cannot be sanctioned.
Uploading data.
The lower levels of Burenia are mostly submerged. You will need your gravity suit to operate there at full efficiency. Abilities such as the grapple beam or space jump will help you maneuver underwater to an extent. Find them as soon as possible.
Anaman Henki Maradis, Pisalakutar Ili Thoja Hasana, Ili Chozo Manfaragai Atasen Maburis, Ashkar Behek, Ninu Gabara Neporien Lebat Balis Hemnipu, Hemsenili Tanumar Tarbi Chozo Rahama Hasana, Maburis Ili Maukin, Sahari Lin Ili Maukin, Pinoras Hasana Tarbi Chozo. Urairisi dos Karodan ili Mathroid, Nirmugi talar suradis me ili agarna lima, Uramahar pantamugi dos saral pura Mathroid, Kunihabari hundar talasabekes en holchanim, Linkatalu ili uliris, Sabalba, Ashkar behek, Hasari gale ubana dos elegar mir, Ninu barash nek ili ferun tar hadar, les ninu kedar, ili mathroid mugi, tanam tar bi hadar bunta, eiris dos eka ili gimel, ashkar behek gabori dos balan ili mathroid, dos ili tarin nalima hemsatar, humpin bi galki sakra, dos horek bura, ninu mehirin ili zoha hasana, Bimura Gabara ili Sahali, Dosuran ili Mathroid. Kalmir Tostek, Ananakoden Mugi Akalai. Ashkar Behek, Hem ili Maukin, Hasana Hasari Anabalta dos Humahar Sarian. Ili Darin Alima, Les Nudakan dos Geren Humahar Korgangal Turuta Mathroid. Sabalba, Talaris le shak sirugali nevak, Hembugi lamai dos goro humahar yoris me kohana. Aitar ili gelsu manu naloni ishka ili agarna lima, Mugi garama bi eris les nido. Ili tarin nalima megori le shakutanka, Omtar humahar gelsu mugi barilin ili eris. Arek ebores, ashkar behek, elemeirisi, dos karodan hum. Ninu aros hakame, ninu mahar meheni, dos tumema, ninu mahar yoris. Ishili mathroid, meili agarna lima, habari bama mugi sarali, lina tamahar toshek. Nutili Mathroid esborodo, ili yoristar ashkar behek, dora habar bados les maradan. Has bados les maradan, EMMI marhuma satari lin ashkar behek. Tamus arlan, feje hadoran. Ninu habar kumane hundos, revolen ilimathroidim ishkanulisa tamaharisbi.
Kino ulo turuta. Ana maril sanur pura. Ay marhel kalom.
Ata estor daboris urahama. Ana habar kisadi ilisman bala meyata tamus.
Uploading data.
Our profile friend has explained much. We now know why EMMI are pursuing you. Samus Aran, Raven Beak lured you here. He wants the Metroid DNA that exists only within you. I have confirmed that Quiet Robe has deactivated all remaining EMMI. You should now be able to reach the surface unthreatened. The route Quiet Robe opened is in Burenia. Return there immediately.
Uploading data.
Samus, you are approaching the surface. This area, Gathering, appears to be an underground forest. The EMMI have been deactivated, but Raven Beak still desires the Metroid DNA within you. I have reviewed the video log of your encounter after your arrival. You were no match for him then. You are no match for him now. It is true that you have recovered many of your combat abilities. However, my analysis suggests that you would not be a worthy adversary for him, not even at full power. One thing still eludes me. Why did Raven Beak spare you during that encounter? Something must have motivated him.
Uploading data.
The X have been released from their confinement. They have now scattered across the planet. This is no doubt the work of Raven Beak. His motives are still a mystery, but your Metroid DNA grants you immunity to the X parasites. You can even absorb them. Perhaps it was some kind of message. Regardless, the X are here. They are overrunning the planet. They must be destroyed. Hurry to your ship, Samus. I trust you will make it here safely.
Uploading data.
This area, Burenia, appears to have been a sanctuary. The Mockin conducted ceremonies and rituals here. Now it all lies in ruin. It was likely destroyed in the chaos following the X's arrival. That would match what Quiet Robe said. They have turned it into a hive. I have also detected the presence of an unusually powerful X. Recall that the EMMI in this area could see through terrain and stun targets with an electric shock. My sensors indicate this EMMI has been reactivated. We can assume that Raven Beak is behind this too. Make good use of the Phantom Cloak and you should have nothing to fear. Be careful, Samus.
Uploading data.
The X have spread across the entire planet. Assume all living organisms have by now been replaced by X. There is another problem you may have noticed. The temperature of ZDR has started to fall. I cannot say for certain if the X are to blame, but the drop in temperature is indisputable. The gravity suit should keep you insulated from the effect of low temperatures. Even so, beware the unexpected and proceed with caution.
Uploading data.
I have determined the reason for the planet's rapid cooling. Thermal energy is no longer being routed from Cataris. This area, Arteria, is located in the depths of the planet. Much of it will be frozen. Find a way to thaw any frozen doors and pools you encounter. The central control system you activated in Cataris is still operational. Some force must be physically blocking the routing of thermal energy. I suspect a powerful X is involved. You must annihilate it. Return here after solving the problem. The cooling has prevented you from exploring this area. There must be a vital ability hidden somewhere here.
Uploading data.
Well done, Samus. You have stopped the planet from cooling. In addition, you have gained the screw attack ability. It will help you access previously unreachable places. You are far more combat ready than when you first arrived, but you are still not prepared to face Raven Beak. There is a very low probability of success in standing against him now.
Uploading data.
This area, EMMI, is on the planet's surface. You finally made it, Samus. There is still a problem. Destroying the planet will eliminate the X-parasites, but Raven Beak is unlikely to sit idly by as this happens. He will try to escape once he detects the danger. Raven Beak's search for Metroid DNA poses a threat to the galaxy. He will never give up. The odds are still not in your favor, but you must end things here. I am searching for his location. Return here later for an update.
Uploading data.
Samus, you have manifested a new power. The speed with which you siphon energy is undoubtedly Metroid in nature. The Metroid DNA inside you must have fully awakened, no doubt as a result of the many battles you have fought on this mission. This tremendous power is the last thing you require to confront Raven Beak. I have detected a fortress in the sky high above EMMI. You must be there. The time has come, Samus. Fulfill your destiny.
Uploading data.
It appears your Metroid DNA has caused you to become a Metroid. Ordinarily, this would have happened immediately after the DNA transplant. Your Thoha genes must have slowed down the process. They were the only tribe capable of controlling the Metroids. Though you possess their DNA, you are not a Thoha. Your physical prowess suggests that you must also possess Makin DNA. Metroids are programmed to identify Makin as enemies. This suggests one thing to me. It is very probable that your metamorphosis occurred as a result of Raven Beak's attack. His presence awakened the Metroid's killer instinct. Since then, your metamorphosis has accelerated. It can no longer be controlled. You are now a Metroid, Samus Aran. Your very existence poses a grave threat to the galaxy. However, there is no need to fear. You can still contribute to galactic peace. You need only use your new powers correctly. You have followed my instructions faithfully so far. Continue to do so. It's that simple. I consider your performance here on ZDR highly satisfactory. As I hoped, it has even awakened your Metroid powers. I was right to let you live during our first encounter. That one glimpse you showed told me everything. Submit and offer up your power. My plan is the only way to bring order to the galaxy. Fulfill your destiny, Samus. This is an order. Disobedience will not be tolerated.
Termai in el Toshana.